Welcome back, everybody, to Danganronpa 2. So here we are. We're definitely overlooking something. The thing that was dropped at the end of the last episode? Come on. Really? Well, I guess that's what we're going with. They're wondering if Nagito was up to this himself. And actually, from what we know about him, I honestly wouldn't put it past him, but how is what we're trying to figure out now, because it seems completely impossible from the setup that we saw. What are we gonna do? I have no idea. Let's just see where the game leads us, and hopefully we can figure it out. Torture wounds, burned rope, survival knife, duct tape, plushie, panels, oil lighter. This is a lot of things. Well, let's just see where it goes.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
Right.
That's obviously impossible.
I think...
Tying just the legs is one thing, but...
Right.
Tying both arms would be impossible.
It was one arm and two legs, was it not?
You
The other
couldn't do
rope
much
was
with the
burned.
free arm.
Oh, shit, the burned rope, of course.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
If you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Oh, well, that is something.
Or if you use your front tail?
Wait, pardon me?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Yes, I think it is. What? Okay, I'm trying to concentrate here. If our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct, Nagito should have tied himself up too. So the thing is that one of the arms, and I didn't mention this before, although I did notice it, I believe his right arm, the one that the knife was stabbed through. But my thought was, yeah, the rope's gone, but he got stabbed through the hand, so how could he have moved it? So are we really going with that? Yeah, but what do I shoot though to make that known? That's okay, right? I don't know, Hajime.
To actually tie up your own arms and
What
legs.
if
No, that's wrong.
Wait. Okay, I was honestly just gonna try them all. What?
Hold on a sec. Isn't that premise flawed?
Wait, so that's what they're saying? Wait, you still can't believe that,
What?
can you?
I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
Wait a minute.
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms.
Right, one of them was not tied. The rope was burned. You remember? See, it's right
The
there.
rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
Okay, I'm not sure where they're going with this, because he still is obviously tied up. So then how does the knife come into play, though?
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
Yeah, but wasn't... Think about this, though. Think.
It burned because of the fire.
Right.
Like you said, it might look like that.
Oh, dear.
But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Right. The proof that the burnt rope on Nagito's right arm is a trap. Oh, the sleeve. Wasn't it... Okay, part of his hand had blood in weird places, but also wasn't it unburned? I think that's what they're going for.
See.
Wait a minute now. So if we know that...
Take a close look at his right sleeve.
Okay. I understand, Hajime. I understand what you're trying to say. But still, isn't it... Wait a minute. But isn't this still a weird thing to,
Even though the rope was
What?
burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
Okay, I'm just gonna need the game to lead me, because I don't understand still what's happening here.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural.
Okay. Unnatural.
That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Really, though? Is it gonna be this elaborate? Okay, so maybe we just really need to start thinking in elaborate terms.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Well, then how do you explain the knife? How did that get there? What did he use to if he actually did it to himself, alright? Theoretically, if he did, how did he plunge the knife into his own hand if all the rest of his limbs were tied up?
That should be the case.
Something tells me that's gonna come up in the argument soon.
Hajime, that's awesome!
What?
I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
No, I'm good. I don't. Thank you though. Maybe for Christmas.
Akane, you should not give it away for free.
Oh, wait, what?
Make sure they pay you first.
Well, but excuse me? Okay, that would put it on a completely different level, which I think is worse.
That's definitely wrong.
Thank you, Fuyu. Man, you know you fucked up when the Yakuza tells you that you did it wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
I can only imagine what that actually was in Japanese, because they definitely don't have a term for what she just said. What?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Please just try to keep this on the level and everyone else be talking about boobs up in here. Man, the guy is just trying to help us solve this. Poor Fuyu.
Even if his right hand wasn't tied up,
Thank
the
you.
knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
I mean, that's glaringly obvious. So how do we explain that?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand.
That is true.
Ah, that much is obvious.
The only thing I could think of, and it still wouldn't work, is if he stabbed it into his own hand with his other hand, and then smashed it down to the floor, but his hands are tied. And his legs. So how the hell did it happen?
Hajime, you tricked me.
What?
Give me back that Benjamin.
Girl, I didn't pay you nothing. Get out of here. Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back. What the heck? Look. Big mood on how some of my relationships have gone.
Hold on. There should be a way.
Wait, how? How? With what?
Then hurry up and spill it.
Holy shit, this is gonna be weird.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000%
No,
interest.
please. I already owe like $5 million because of that stupid Monokuma sticker. I'm not paying you nothing. A way to stab yourself in your right hand using only your right hand. Are they actually gonna make me think about this? This is ridiculous. How? It's okay. There's definitely an answer for the... Really? What answer could that be? Alright. Torture wounds, burned rope, survival knife, plushie, blood on girder, panels. What?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free,
Right. Let's see what they say.
how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
How could he stab his right
If he
hand with his
threw
right
the knife
hand?
into the air
Right?
and let the knife fall,
That still wouldn't happen, would it?
could he stab his hand that way?
It'd have to be very accurate.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
I don't think that's it.
Maybe he propped the knife somehow
Propped it? What does
and
that mean?
slammed his right hand down on it?
What?
Propped it onto what?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife,
But that still doesn't make any sense.
he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily.
Yeah, really, what?
We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
I am very confused. If Nagito could only use his right hand to stab himself in the palm, how did he do it? How did he do it? What? We had the torture wounds there. I think we had the rope. We had the knife. Survival knife that was stabbed into Nagito's right hand. Propped? What the shit does that even mean? Propped how? I guess I can't vision it. Blood on the left hand. Oh no, wait, this is the only... Wait, blood on girder was the other thing. The panels were the other thing, but I think we're done with the panels for now. The lighter we also looked at there. I think we're done with the lighter. This has a hole in it. Like a ripped hole. Wait, what? Is this actually it? It's the only thing that has like actual damage to it. Okay, well hang on. That was one of the things, right? The plushie?
Even if Nagito's right hand was free,
It is. Okay.
how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
But what do you have to...
If he threw the knife into the air
No.
and let the knife fall,
I don't think so. Unless
Could he
it fell
stab
through
his
the
hand that
plushie.
way?
But that doesn't seem realistic. None of this
Is
seems
he a
realistic.
throwing knife expert?
None of it. Explain.
maybe he propped the knife somehow.
Is this what I have to agree with?
I agree with that.
Oh, wait, how though? I'm just guessing. Break. Wait, please explain this, because I don't get it.
Life-sized Monokuma plushie.
What?
He must have used that to prop the knife.
Guys, am I stupid? Like, I don't understand what they mean by propping it. How? How would they prop it on a plushie with enough force to get it into his hand into the floor?
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach.
I still don't maybe I need to see a picture of this, because still I don't get it. This is weird.
He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
What? I could see it if the knife handle was the other way around. Then I could see it, but the knife handle's sticking up. What are they talking about? I do not get it.
If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him.
Okay.
And it also explains the mysterious blood on the
Guys,
plushie.
am I an idiot? Like, wouldn't you think if you propped the knife in the plushie, the handle would be down towards the floor so you could impale your hand on it? But then the handle is up.
So the
What?
blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I just must not be understanding it. This is okay, honestly, this seems a little bit far-fetched. Really?
I see.
I don't get it.
So that's the trick.
If it was up, if the blade was up, then I would definitely understand.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
No, it wouldn't be that easy, would it?
A bleeding plushie is super scary.
Oh, no.
It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
What? What is it? What? No, don't give me that
After
reference.
stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
With what? With his bound limbs? This is weird. Why is this
Probably
weird?
thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
Okay. I'm just gonna go with this fantasy world that they're living in, because to me, this seems completely improbable.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I don't know. Someone say something that makes sense.
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem.
Just one? I think there's a few. We definitely got a problem.
The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
Wait, we're moving to the spear now? Look, the handle is up on the knife. Am I crazy? If someone please explain this to me like I'm 5 about that damn knife, because that's gonna bug me. Oh, I'm waiting for the geez Luca comments and be like, geez, don't you understand? And I'll be like, no, I don't. All right, the spear now. I honestly think maybe the spear makes more sense than the knife if I think about it correctly.
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito.
Probably. I mean, if that cord is anything to go by, did he actually suspend it and then let it go?
If that's true, how is that possible?
But would that even have hit with enough force? Man, maybe I watched too much like CSI or something, because all I'm thinking about here is how improbable this whole shit is.
He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Right. But, okay, but there's no, But it was obviously suspended in some way, wasn't it? And even if it wasn't, maybe he held it with his hand? Because the palm of his left hand is clean. Is that what we're... See, that's actually what I thought he used with the
Then
knife, but it's tied
he
up,
probably
so...
took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
Oh, I see. Okay.
There is a limit to his constitution.
Yeah, it seems all... how? It just seems completely improbable even for him.
If you got penetrated by something
What-
so big
what-
and thick, you would die instantly.
Excuse me? What? Oh, shit. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. Oh. Well, me too, dude. It's fine. We'll talk about it later.
I'm sorry. Didn't catch all that.
I don't like that I'm soda sometimes. Maybe I should be worried. I don't
Like
know.
I said, if you got penetrated by something so
Wait,
big and thick,
you
you
don't
would
have to
die instantly.
You don't have to say it again. We got it. Oh no.
Say it one more time.
Oh wait, no.
I need to record it. For reasons.
Can you please? Can you put your boner away for 5 seconds while we're trying to fucking figure this out, please?
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out.
Thank you, Fuyu, for being like the voice of reason amongst these people.
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear.
Okay.
It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand.
True.
While your left hand is tied up.
Yeah, I get that part.
So you're saying it's impossible?
Well, this whole thing seems fucking impossible. Please tell me someone else felt this way when they were going through this case and it's not just me. Just be like, what is happening?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
So we are really going with this, aren't we? They've hinted to it enough times to make me think that unless something happens at the last minute, this is what we're going with.
I also agree with that.
I don't think Chiaki would steer us wrong, would she?
To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty.
No, I also
I
thought
could
the
never
same.
believe that.
And the other thing that's been worrying me in the back of my mind too is because these trials seem to somewhat emulate the trials in the first one. We remember what the last trial was in DR1, right? With Kyoko and the kind of leading us astray to find the real truth? I'm also worried about that happening here. So there's gotta be more to this.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right?
What does that mean, though? I really don't think it's possible at this point.
But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right?
Okay.
Same goes for this time, too.
Uh-oh. Are you being serious right now, or are you just trying to lead us astray?
You just shut your mouth.
Yeah.
It's against the rules to interfere with everyone.
That is true. Shut up.
If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
What are you gonna do? You gonna take off your diaper and throw it at him? I mean, that would be gross. I wouldn't want that.
Monokuma sassing me.
Deal with it.
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far, so...
Well, yeah, but...
This might also be the same.
That is true.
Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
I also thought that, but there is a lot of evidence that says that nobody else did it. First of all, how would they have gotten out of the warehouse?
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
I don't even know anymore. Killer in what sense?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
Oh, of course not. I mean, she was the one I suspected at first.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed.
Right. It is true. That's the nature of the
But
game.
even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Aw, Chiaki, that's sweet. I do too.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
Same, though. That's why we get so hurt at the end of these things.
I also want to believe that there's no killer. But suicide is unimaginable.
It is, only because of the way he set it up. Is there really an answer?
Do you really think so?
Chiaki seems to think that's what it is, though. Has she ever really steered us wrong before?
But
That's the
you said
thing.
it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
It would be. I still think he suspended it somehow, but even if he did, would the force of it dropping like that really be enough? I guess if it was ultra heavy.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
True, and let's think about Nagito's mind. He was weird, but it was definitely a very clever mind. Could this really be happening?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
I think this is where we're going with this. I really do. Okay.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure that out then.
You don't know.
Well, do you? It's alright, we'll figure it out.
It's impossible to figure out by myself.
Yeah.
So let's think about it
I
together.
mean, that's why we're all here. Alright, let's do it.
That's how. We made it this far up till now.
Oh, Chiaki. I'm so glad you're here.
Everyone, working together.
Come on, we can do this. We can do this. She's right. We've made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then, even now.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it. We can do it. Come on. What? What are we making? Okay. What are we arguing? I lost track of everything. Torture wounds, burn, rope, survival night, blood on left hand, duct tape. The blood on the left hand is new. Everything else is old. I'll start with that.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
I don't know.
Let's work together and think this through.
Okay, let's see what they say.
When the spear stabbed Nagito,
Right?
his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
Okay.
He was only able to move his left hand.
Right.
But his left hand was also tied
It
up.
was. That's the thing.
Then that rules out his left hand.
Okay.
If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth?
No, I don't think so.
Or maybe he used his front tail.
Why that again?
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
Okay, you know what?
What are you saying?
Okay. What is
Blushing
happening?
Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Okay, this is getting out of hand very quickly. Guys, we're gonna die here. Can we stop talking about boners? I'm just saying, like, this whole fucking trial has been about your goddamn boners, alright? If Nagito committed suicide, he must have used that spear to stab himself. So are we going with that? Are we going what I originally thought? But the hand was tied up. The absence of blood on his palm is what makes me think that that's where they're going. But how? It's fucking impossible. He used some part of his body. Well, I'm not doing the thing about the tail, although honestly, guys, I kind of want to because I feel like that would be hilarious should I do it. The only thing he could have used is...
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
So, am I going with the...
When the spear stabbed Nagito,
Right.
his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
Right, I don't think it was
He
that.
was only able to move his left hand.
But that's also tied
But
up.
his left hand was also
Wait, this
tied
is
up.
confusing.
Then that rules out his
Is
left
this what I
hand.
want? I'm going with it.
No, that's wrong.
Oh my god. But how? I'm just guessing.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the
Whoever
possibility
gets mad
that
at
he
me-
used his left hand.
Whoever gets mad at me guessing the right one on that one, look, my only options were rules out his left hand or the goddamn thing about boners. Alright. So obviously this was the right choice to make. Thank God the game is leading me. Is it still too early?
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
Yeah, and it looked like he didn't have any slack. Either.
But there was something off about his left hand.
The blood is all I can think about, but still, how would it work?
The bloodstain on the palm of his hand.
Right.
Don't you think it looked somewhat strange?
It did. You're absolutely right.
He only had blood on the lower area of his palm.
Right.
Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
But even if he held the spear with this hand, I'm not understanding how it would have
When the
moved like
blood
that.
splattered.
How could he have done
That's
it?
as far as it reached, right?
How could he have shoved it into his own stomach like that from that angle?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain.
It's not the only unnatural... Okay. You know what? Wait a minute. Okay, I think I understand what she might be saying.
Look, there's blood on the back of his hand.
Right.
Around the middle joints of his fingers.
Around the middle joint. I'm trying to vision this in my head of what we know. There is a spear. It was attached to a cord, and there's blood on the top of the girder where I thought like the spear was suspended from. I think I might actually be right, but in a different way. Wait a minute now.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
Okay.
We might need to
Sorry,
think
I'm
and
just
use
thinking.
our imaginations for a bit.
What?
If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Holding on to something. So either holding on to the spear itself, or what if it was suspended like I originally thought, and he used his hand to pull like the cord to let it go? What if it was that? Is that what they're getting at? What was Nagito's left hand doing when the blood splattered? This has got to be it. Like I said, holding on to something, right?
I see.
Okay. That makes a little bit of sense, at
When
least.
the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand.
That sounds gross.
That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm.
Okay.
And the back of his hand.
Now I can get a picture. I'm agreeing with that part for sure.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Oh my god. You know, the one day, guys, that I don't want to talk about boners, everyone just picking up my slack. I don't even have to do any work here.
Perish the thought!
Jeez.
He was obviously grabbing the spear.
Let's be honest, I wouldn't put that past Nagito to do the big banger as he's leaving the island, alright? Let's just, if you're gonna go out, you might as well go out with a bang. Okay, I'm sorry.
Now that you mention it,
Jeez.
compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild.
You think so, though? I honestly think his right one's less, but because, you know, you can see, like, all the stab marks there.
He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
This is really hard, honestly, because I'm still in awe thinking that he actually did all this to himself. Even though I know Nagito now, and so do you guys, maybe it seems obvious, but I'm still gobsmacked that this is actually what it's come down to. It's still so hard to think
Even if he held
about.
the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
I think it had to do with the cord. What if it was suspended above him, and he pulled it? Is that it? It's gotta be. Like, maybe he was holding on to it, it was wrapped around the girder, and then maybe he let go? That would also account for the bloodstain if he already had blood on his hand and it got on the rope. But maybe I'm overthinking it too. That's the problem.
Hey, Chiaki, what do you think?
Yeah, Chiaki, you haven't said anything. Okay, she's still not saying anything. What's wrong?
Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
No, I think she's thinking.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle.
Yep.
Just like fixing an old TV.
That's good advice.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Same. That's me this whole trial so far.
Huh? Really?
What do you got, Chiaki? Share it with us.
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear. I think.
That's a euphemism. But you know, this whole trial has been one, which I'm very surprised at.
However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
I'm sorry, guys. Look, they started it this time. It wasn't my fault at all. I'm just rolling with it now. Which section of the spear? Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, so the cord is here. Shaft. That would be my thought, picturing it in my head. It had to have been suspended above him. Otherwise, how would it get enough force? And even that I feel is a little bit improbable, right?
I see.
Okay. I was right.
That's it.
Here we go.
Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord.
Okay. Alright. It was suspended above him then. This is not. This is
There was a metal
crazy.
weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too.
That's right.
Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
You know what? I even forgot that part, but that's absolutely right.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
There we go. The counterweight and having it suspended was maybe that was probably enough to let it go.
So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh?
Oh wow, this euphemism, the trial, and it was Nagito's trial. That's amazing. See, his hope boners live on
And then
in our hearts,
the blood that was supposed to end up here
right?
ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
That would also explain, like I said, the blood on the girder. If the rope goes whoop, up and then around and then it flunks down, it would get blood up there too. Do you see what I'm saying?
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
Guys, I'm sorry.
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around and stabbed himself, right?
No, I think I understand. I think I understand now. Chiaki, are you thinking the same thing I am?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
For sure. Chiaki, what's wrong, though?
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
No, that's okay. Like, don't worry. Like, we're figuring it out, right? We're all figuring it out together. Nagito is gripping the cord extending from the butt of the— Oh, come on! This game is just trying to make me laugh. I'm sorry, I'm trying to take this seriously, I really am. Yes, extending from the butt. But from here, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear? It was wrapped around the girder. Are they gonna come up with that, or do I have to lead them to that thing? Because that's what I think it is. What's up, Soda? What you got? Akane, you don't got anything?
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
I would actually love to have tea right now. I only have coffee. It's not as fun to sip when you're doing this kind of thing for some
At a
reason.
time like this.
Yeah, really. I mean, we can all talk about what Nagito was gripping for a while.
How about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
Why is this in yellow? I feel called out. Wow, maybe that's me.
That's a long plan name.
It really is, though.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Well, let's think about it step by step.
Let's focus on the spear first.
Okay.
Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
I think that's a good idea.
How it was positioned.
Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. Literally, I need a title for this. It's gonna be Euphemism the Trial. Nagito was facing up and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So, if it's just before that, it was suspended above him, right? That's the only logical answer. That's it. Could it be? The state of the spear and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those together and think, I should be able to figure out where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Oh, we logic? Let's snowboard. Hey, I got that thing that helps me jump, so maybe that will also help. But of course, it's been forever. I've forgotten the controls. So that's just where we're at the moment. Okay, here we go. Speed up. So that I don't make you guys wait 5 million, whoa, years. Oh yeah, check it out. I think my jump's a little bit longer. It looks like it is. All right, let's go. Just waiting for that first question. Huh! Oh, Hajime. That was my fault, though. It really was. It was rude to put it up right in front of you. Here we go. Question 1. Where was the spear just before it impaled Nagito? I'm gonna say above. That's the only thing so far that has really made a lot of sense. So that's what I'm going with. That was a long time to answer. I mean, if you already got that far, you can't answer the other two. I might as well let you... Oh god, shit's moving now? Okay. Let's go. We're in Tron World. We're doing the things. Try to speed up so we don't waste too much time. Oh my god. Oh, that was just rude. Frickin' rude, dude. It's fine. We're okay. Everything is okay in Tron Land. Get on my light cycle and go. Whoop. I'm digging this aesthetic, I gotta say. Question 2. Besides the spear, what else was above Nagito? The ceiling, of course. The ceiling girder, which I believe is where it was taken from. Okay. So let's do that. Right. I think we're on track here. I think we are. Whoa, Nelly! No. I don't want none of this. I don't want to construct additional pylons. Please! No one's gonna get that reference. Well, maybe they will. It's pretty old. But it's pretty popular. Even if you didn't play StarCraft. Okay, yes, I see the moving things are moving. Whoop. Alright, we should be getting to the third question hopefully soon. Here we go. What item connects both the spear and the ceiling girder? The rope on the left hand, the rope on the right. Oh, the cord, of course. Okay, this one was actually very easy. Is it supposed to be? I think by this point, this all makes a lot of sense. Alright, we've done it. Let's go. Yay, Rainbow Land. This is what I've got. Let's see if I was right.
It's all coming together.
Okay. Complete. I've never gotten one of these wrong, so I don't know what it looks like.
The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up.
Right.
It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
Well, just suspended by the cord, of course.
If Nagito did that all by himself,
What?
did he have some sort of ESP?
I love these children, but sometimes they just need to think.
That'd be awesome, but
It would be awesome.
he'd probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
They say that he can raise any boner by his mind.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder and using that as a support.
When the fuck did he do all of this, by the way? I hope they're going to explain all of that, like what the actual process was of doing this. Something tells me they were probably going to have to answer that in the comic panel. I'm a little nervous about that.
He hoisted the spear directly above him.
He had to have set that up before everything else, because how would he have had the strength to do it with all those wounds on him? That's what I'm thinking.
And
But
if
look.
Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen
Oh my
and
gosh,
impaled him
look at
while he was
this.
laying face up.
That's a real risky move to take, because, like, even with a counterweight, the weight of the spear is not, like... You still have room for error. What if it tilted half a second and, like, just nicked him and fell over?
I
Do you know what I
noticed
mean?
a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
Oh, I thought it got smeared when the end of the cord reached that area, which is what they're showing pretty much in this diagram here.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the
Yep,
ceiling
okay.
girder as the spear was falling.
So I was right about that part, because that absolutely makes sense. But this is still unbelievable as shit. Are you guys
How
with
about
me
it?
on that?
Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
This is just almost literally impossible. It's just such a small margin that this could have been pulled off. Such a small margin.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
I don't know. I get the suicide part, but why would he do that? For what? How would that make the traitor come forth?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that.
I also don't like that the spear that he used, the Gugnir spear, is the same name of the spear that got Junko in the beginning of DR1. Remember? Obviously I know who, but I'm not saying.
If
Just in
someone else
case.
did this, there's no reason they go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
That's true. They could have just ended it with everything else they had there. What was the spear for?
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was.
I'm still thinking that.
Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
Well, we all know Nagito's very elaborate with his weirdness.
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Yeah, but why? Even if he left the spear out of it, I still feel like it would have looked very damning against someone, and actually it would have looked even more like someone here could have pulled it off, in my mind.
This is for real?
I mean, we've gotten this far. It looks like this actually is for real, unless something really crazy is about to happen.
He really committed suicide?
Is something crazy really about to happen? Oh dear.
Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Even with what we know about him, it's shocking to think about, isn't it? It's shocking.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear?
That's insane. It's insane. Oh no!
That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end.
Okay, maybe don't look at this if you're like... I don't want anybody to get, like, upset by these images, but holy shit. Look at him, so calm and collected. I can't even. This is disturbing.
Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Holy shit, dude. Honestly, at this point, I'm thinking that he probably taped his mouth shut to keep himself from screaming out so that no one would know what he was doing. But this is a disturbing image to look at, even for him.
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth, too?
He had to have done.
He probably covered his own
Thank
mouth
you.
so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Nagito, why? Come on, dude. Why did you do this? What was it all for? It seems like such a waste. It's such a waste of his life.
Did he need to go that far?
Come on, dude.
That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
Oh man. This is hard. This is hard to deal with.
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake.
Yeah, but still, what a waste.
By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer.
But how would the wrong answer have helped us? All he cared about was hope and finding out who the traitor was. How would that have steered us to that answer?
His goal was to get us all executed.
Is that really what it is? Did he really flip-flop on us that much? Did he really just want it all to end at this point?
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Is that really what it is? Has he just abandoned us
Did
completely?
he want us to die that bad?
I don't know. I can't tell what the motive was here.
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
I don't get it. Does he must know something.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
It sure is. There's gotta be a logical explanation for this. Nothing he's done so far has been logical. It's gotta be somewhere. I was starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. Is that really it, though? I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand.
Just one?
He said he would reveal the traitor, right?
Right, this is the part that definitely doesn't make any sense. How does this help?
Whatever became of that?
Nothing. No one's come forward.
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
Could it be that simple? Could it be like, I'm gonna execute them all since I couldn't figure out who the traitor was? The traitor's among them, so they'll just die? That still doesn't make any sense.
So why did he not just do that in the first place?
I guess you're right.
If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
That is true, but maybe it was a last-ditch effort. Maybe he ran out of ideas. It still doesn't seem right, though, does
I
it?
bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick.
Maybe.
He
Guys-
made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi.
I honestly, even though I ragged on Nagito, I don't hate him. And honestly, there's a small part of me that really wants him to be good. Is he really just not
He
good?
created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
True.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
True also.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
I don't know, Sonia. That's a really good question.
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur.
It's very easy to
not
think that.
unthinkable.
It's very easy to think that at this point, isn't it?
You are right, I suppose.
Unfortunately, Nagito made it easy to believe that.
Yeah. It appears we've come to a conclusion.
Wait, no, it's still too early. There's still so many things we haven't figured out.
Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
Is this the right answer? I'm not sure. We haven't
that
had a
should be
break yet or
okay,
anything.
Right? Right?
It's too early.
What? you're not satisfied yet?
I don't know, dude.
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense.
There's a couple of things still that doesn't make sense.
It's probably just my imagination.
What's wrong, Akane? Just say it. She's thinking about something. Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Wait a minute. Is it because we don't know who the traitor is, or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
I don't think it is. What am I missing?
What do you think, Akane?
Kane's got a gut instinct about something here.
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
What's wrong? What am I missing here? You know what I think it might be? And it's kind of stupid. Do we even have a cause of death for him? Do we have, like, an absolute cause of death? It wasn't in the file. It doesn't even say that cause of death unknown. Like, it doesn't even say that. Is that what they're
You're
worried
right.
about? It just hit me
It is
now.
not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
I mean, I get they wouldn't have had a cause of death when the file was written, so maybe that's it? Like, maybe
it's okay
it's nothing?
to end it here, huh?
I don't know.
That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right?
No, not if we're wrong, which I think we might be.
It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer?
Oh boy.
Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a
Yeah,
sec.
Hajime, don't let him do this. There's something is wrong. I just don't know what.
Hold on. Why?
Because we're not done here. Hajime, you feel it too, right? Something is weird, like it's not been confirmed.
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more.
What's wrong, dude?
I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
It's gotta be something like that, like nothing's been set in stone.
Like who the traitor is?
Well, that is another thing, too.
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right?
Yep.
Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Okay. I think this is what we're getting at. Oh no. What was the cause of death? Is that what they're trying to say?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Tell us about it. I want to know if I'm right.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
Okay.
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death.
Okay.
Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
She's gotta be talking about that? Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that he couldn't even have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here, I thought we were finally finished.
Nah, dude, it's way too short. Something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence he couldn't even... Honestly, he can't mess with the file, right? And the file doesn't say anything about it.
I see.
Oh, that's it. That's gotta be it.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Here we go. Something's weird here.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
I don't think there was something suspicious in it. I think it was lacking some things, maybe. Let's look at it again. The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is... What is it? What's hidden in the Monokuma file? No, 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 I don't want to do this now. I hate this. I always fuck up so bad. What? That's long. What the hell? Alright, let's just try to Let me just try to get some letters stuck here. Oh shit. Is it? Oh shit, is it actually? Okay. Oh. I think I know what it is. Oh god, this is happening very fast. I can't stop all these. Oh no, I can't stop them. Oh god, we're in trouble. We are in so much trouble now. Get out of here, you stupid E's! Whoops. Oh my god, this is happening so fast. Where's that F? Oh my god, no! Oh boy, we're in trouble. Okay, we are in so much trouble right now. No! Why? Why is this so crazy? Why did they do this to me? This is worse than anything. I need some other things. We are in trouble here. Where's the A? Everything's blowing up. Oh my Christ, look at that.
I got it.
It's what I said. Gee, I'm sorry about that, guys. Holy shit. You can probably hear me gritting my teeth on that one.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Oh dear, here we go. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Now here's the part I can't remember. In Sakura's trial, did it say that it was... We didn't know it was a suicide either. But I can't remember exactly what the file said, but I think the file hinted to something like internal bleeding or something was the cause of death. But that, like, nothing was even listed here. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Right.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
You're not wrong.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not?
No, it took us so long to get there.
The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
But if it was, wouldn't it say so?
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Definitely important.
Well, Monokuma?
Tell us.
I plead the fifth!
No, you can't do that.
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But you just said something.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case,
Yup.
the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important
That's
mystery in the
true.
case.
That's true.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
I think so.
Hold
Wait a minute.
on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death?
Then he didn't die from any of those things that we saw? What are they gonna say he died from?
Are
What,
you
like smoke
suggesting
inhalation?
Again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
Are they gonna say that he, like, died from the fire?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
Well, yeah, because what else could we have said?
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide.
Okay. What's wrong, Hajime? I don't like this.
Come to think of it,
Oh no.
did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Doesn't seem right, does it? Even if he hates us, it doesn't seem right.
Are you sticking up for him?
No, we just gotta come to the right conclusion.
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Right?
Bad sense?
Oh, here we go.
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations. And that concerns me.
Concerns me too.
For example, would that malice just end here?
No.
Huh?
No, you're right, Hajime. Chiaki knows it too, I bet. Look.
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily?
No.
I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
You're right. You're right.
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh?
I mean, I guess.
Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice.
But what else can we do?
I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
What friendship?
Thank you. Chiaki, alright?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
No, I don't think so.
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
I think that's a good idea.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
True.
Just to be safe, huh?
What's wrong for you?
Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
Good lad.
This is friggin' annoying.
It is.
But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Good boy, Kazuichi.
Hey, Monokuma, you heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait.
Alright, then what do we do?
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be alright.
Let's do it.
That's what I believe.
Aw, Chiaki, you're so good.
Aww.
Yay.
Splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Hope you're right. Because somebody's gonna die for this, and I don't know who or how. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now that I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for it. Then, the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. Is it really? I want to believe. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. I don't know, Hajime, maybe not. It's hard to say. What do you want? Yeah, I need a break. I have an appointment to get to. Oh my god, this video is so long. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, hey, how about that? Just when I needed it most. Alright. Hello.
No, no!
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami?
Oh.
Hey, how much longer are you planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do.
No, she ain't having it. Oh. Good talk, guys.
Alright, you passed. Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now.
Big mood.
Enough. Why do I have to be hated that much? Besides the fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1mm bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
Oh wow, called out.
Well, there may be some demands for that. I fell for it. I totally took the man bait.
Wow, this is a good place to end. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't believe this episode. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you soon.